it'll definitely show the site, Raphael.
Oh, this is roomier than I thought.
Beg pardon?
This is not roomier than I thought.
Oh,
for-
this is the office greeting area, if you will.
Yeah, the reception area.
Yeah. And we've gone through it after the last guy not physically, that's wrong, legally had to have him removed, as I
Oh,
told you.
yeah. Oh, I know that can be a pain in the butt.
It was a pain for my wife and I, so.
Wow.
No, it's a nice, very nice
Yeah.
shop. And so I've got the appraisal. If you get to it, I'll gladly show you. And we had that done maybe it's been 3 weeks now, 2 or 3 weeks ago. I just got
Okay.
a fresh appraisal because I had this person I'm telling you about that's interested too. So
Right.
we got a new appraisal, fresh appraisal, so.
Oh yeah, it's all. Is this some security up here?
It is, but let me tell you a little about that. Originally, as I stated, I owned the whole thing, and I put cameras over here, and only the controls were over there.
Okay.
So once I split the places, so to speak, the cameras are still left. There's another camera out here, and there's one, which now we've just got, and there's one at the entrance in the car wash.
Okay. Yeah.
Although they're not hooked to any receiver.
Okay.
So if you get to that, you would have to do that on your own.
Okay.
Because they have since been severed from my station that I had next door.
Okay. Understood.
kinda explain.
Understood. But it's cool that they're already in location. You know.
This stuff, by the way, that you see loosely here, those motors, those 3 motors, and doors, those are garage doors.
Oh, okay.
And the heater that's laying, these are all radiant heaters that I've got in here.
Oh yeah.
But those are not part of this sale.
Okay.
They are storage only.
Okay.
In fact, a gentleman and I, it's kind of a horrible story. I just attended his funeral today that I got.
Yeah, you were telling me about you had to go to there.
So anyway, I was out to Fort Logan Cemetery today. But anyway, those are not part of, I'm just storing it
Okay.
right now.
Okay, that's fine. I was wondering what
Everything
that was.
else, when you get to it, I've got the whole equipment list that is included with the sale.
Okay.
So it's not only the property you're buying, the building, you're also buying the equipment that's in here. That everything's here, and I've got. If you're interested, I'll get those to you, and
Okay.
we'll go from there.
Okay. Now I'm a guy that needs to be kind of close to a bathroom if I'm going to be there all day.
You got 2 bathrooms right
All right.
If you need one, you're welcome to use it.
Okay.
These are all tiled,
nice.
very, very nice tiled bathrooms.
Oh,
both of them.
yeah.
I mean, they're very nice.
Yes, they are. Nice and fresh, and got a baby thing in it and everything where you can change your little rascal.
Yep.
Very nice. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, good.
And the other one, Raphael, is in the.
Is this like for a coffee pot for people?
Yeah,
to,
just assorted, goodies and stuff.
Yeah.
Coffee pot, you mentioned coffee.
Yeah.
Just kind of a storage if you end up putting there. Last guy, I had a TV sitting here. He just snipped the wire and took the TV.
Oh yeah.
I thought, my
You little
gracious.
thug.
Jesus, like get a life, But anyway, this here, behind here now, Raphael, this is the car wash deal. You can dispense car washes here, as I indicated to you, then you wouldn't pay next door.
Right.
He's got the
Okay.
exact same thing over there.
Okay.
But that's the one that's kind of, all you do is kick it on and hit the buttons and away you go.
Okie doke.
It's got a few things back here as well, just a couple.
Yeah, this
tabs.
is where I'd use my internet to locate
Yes.
vehicles.
This is the cable coming from the dish out.
Okay.
Okay, but you'd have to hook it up. You'd
Okay.
have to credit card machine, add a phone line. Everything that's in here goes with place.
Okay.
Now behind here, this is what I was telling you on the water meter.
Oh yeah.
I read, oops, my little note fell off, my little sticky note. What I do is I keep track. Every Monday, we make a settlement between he and I just keep this back here kind of each week, and then I see what the meter is. So I know every gallon of water that comes through this place here.
Okay.
And the landscaping is through here. as I told you, 60 and 40.
Right.
And we do the math. And the last guy who was in here, he messed around with the DBA system. I don't know what he did. It's already in and wired. Although he come in here for whatever reason, you can still see, and I'm not an electrician, and he decided to mess with. So when we get to it and ready to hook up your burglar alarm, you would have to call him and say, hey, test this and see what's
Right.
going on.
Okay. Okay.
So just to kind of let you know, it's just extra storage and
Yeah.
stuff. All right. Key cabinet that I put in. It's got a. Now here's the kind of the employee restroom, if you will. Same kind of like the front one. All tiled and fresh, nice. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. This is the one you
Kind of
Clean.
for the employees.
twice a month instead of once a month.
There you go. That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
And this one's that's operational,
Oh, sure.
functional. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a good drinker of water, especially in the,
Well,
in the
good.
summertime.
It's your refrigerator. I did the same thing. I'm over here, grab a fresh glass of water, or not, just drink water.
Yeah, just
Okay. Now out here, as I stated, the only thing, everything goes except, Raphael, those items that's kind of loosely laid on it.
Yes.
The springs, the cables, the door track from out, all of that stuff. Now,
Okay.
the radiator flush machine does go with the place.
Okay.
The computers go with the place.
Okay.
Okay? So, that's kind of the extent here. I just, as I say, these are stored, and if I lease it, these will be gone. I will
Okay.
just move them right away.
Now I heard you said something about a basement.
Yeah, it's the pit.
Is the pit? Okay.
Yeah. I don't know if you want to go, well,
No, no.
gladly go down.
No, no. I was just what? How do you go down there?
The stairs are up there.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
Just
see.
downstairs for the
Oh.
mechanic or service guy or whatever he's
Yeah, I was thinking like you lifted this up and walked
Oh,
down some
no,
stairs.
no, no. Once the car pulls in, those are just safety nets, and naturally when you're well, you can see the catwalk, so to
Yes,
speak, underneath. So all you do is slide that back, then they can service the car, or grease it, or put oil in it, whatever.
Okay.
But there's a lot of equipment, lube equipment as well now.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Are you familiar with cars, lubing and all that? you
I
said?
used to work with one without a pit, Penny's Auto Center. Remember that in the Royal Mall? It was the one that's detached from J.C. Penney's.
Behind us, yeah.
Yes, I used to work there right before it closed, like
Oh, really?
that long ago. Yeah.
I don't even remember that actual place hardly ever being open.
Yeah.
It was a separate building.
Right.
Behind J.C.
Yeah.
Penney's.
Uh-huh.
You know
It
exactly.
didn't have pits. It just had those lifts that go up like that. It had a
No,
bunch
this
of
has
those.
got pitch. You can walk down the stairs, and then you get under there, and then you can service the tranny or the
Right.
rear end or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's got all the grease guns and the tanks for the oils and the waste oil and everything is downstairs.
Okay. Okay.
And if you want, I'll gladly show you. If you don't want to mess with it,
Well, let's see. Let me see.
totally your decision. You want to think?
I'll give it a shot.
Okay,
Yeah.
totally your. You want me to help you in any
No, no.
way?
I got the handrail and I'm real
Okay,
good.
okay. Yeah, that was the same with me. I need younger guys than I am.
I know. I have to.
But just to give you an idea what it is. So it's not only the building you would be buying, it's all the extras, goodies. too.
Oh yeah.
It's got all the different tanks here, Raphael, to hold your different fluids, your different weights of oil. And that bigger one is the 850, and that's your 1030 oil, which is the most used one.
Yeah.
That's new product. So you have a lot of tanks
Are
here.
those new oil or is that used oil?
This is all new now.
Oh.
That's where they pump the new.
Oh.
Right now, and it's got the gauges, tell you how much is in each tank over here. It's like, and it tells you 0.75 gallons per inch. Well, this has got 2.5 inches roughly. So there's, what, 15, 20 gallons worth of product in here.
Okay.
And each one of these, that's a couple inches, the same as here. Now, your big one is your 530 oil. And
Yeah.
this is 16 gallons per inch, so you got just shy of 16, you got about 40 gallons in this.
Okay.
So you put the new product in here, and this is radiator fluid and also antifreeze.
Okay.
Right here. A windshield washer.
Windshield washer,
Windshield
okay.
washer, antifreeze.
Antifreeze, okay.
And this tank back here is the waste oil.
That's the waste oil
Yeah,
tank.
now they come in, Mesa Oil comes in, they drop a hose down there and they suck it out whenever you call them. They don't charge you for removing it, but they don't pay you either.
Okay.
Okay? Which is a kind of a good, now that's got, what is that, 12 inches or so? 12 times whatever, 100 gallons of used product in there, or 150. So whenever it gets filled, then we just call Mesa, and that's who I use to empty it at that
Okay,
time.
okay.
Okay?
And it's lit up good down here. This is
Beg pardon?
just the lighting up down here. Is this right here plus the sunlight that comes?
Yeah, I've got two lights, that one and that one. They decide they were gonna operate on. What they did, I have no idea, so we'll
Okay.
have to get an electrician in and say,
Okay.
here.
Yeah, that's no problem.
Okay?
I like these pits,
But
man.
it's a nice, you know, you can get down here, you can crawl up under the car, get there. And what this does, I don't know if you're familiar with it, but this just rolls naturally. If you want it up at the front of the car, you can put it up there at the back or whatever. This is all waste.
Okay, yeah.
And then when this gets waste, then it's got this quick disconnect here. That snaps on there. Turn your pumps on, then it pumps it all and puts it over from there to the
Okay.
used tank, I
Right.
should say. So then once this fills, then you take it, but these are on both sides, you can roll this back, so you just need somebody who's got some experience with it, it's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
The last guy had some kind of leak in this, rubber hose or something that was leaking, it's a sump pump, so you could, if you spill some oil, grease or whatever, you can scrub it down with a degreaser and hose it and rinse it down, and it just all drains to here, and then it gets pumped into
The waste oil one.
yeah, well, not into the waste oil, it goes into what they call an oil water separator that was installed out in the front of the property, you probably didn't notice.
Oh,
it.
okay.
And it goes through its sand trap procedures.
Okay.
And then that's okay with the city.
All right. That's where that stuff goes.
So anyway,
Okay.
that's a little, I mean, if you have a big one, naturally everything goes into, gets hauled off.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Yes.
So on the lights, this one, as you can see, it's a matter of electricians say, hey, fix this up, put me involved.
Yes.
So I don't know what to say
No
with that.
problem. I know an electrician that
So-
could do that.
Oh, okay. So, but it would be sold as is, naturally, these are used equipment, but you can see, it's, you know, this stuff, it costs us
Condition.
lots of dollars to put this in here.
Yeah, but it's in good condition still.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. You know, all these pumps work, all your pumps that, from upstairs, now you got your guns and it pumps the oil up into the car, so.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I'm not the mechanic, but somebody that knows about lubing cars knows all this.
Oh, yes.
Quite.
Oh, yes.
Okay?
Okay. What's this? Is this a heater? A duct from the radiant?
Yeah, that's a duct heater. Now, this is the heater which is upstairs for the thermostat. I've never, in the time I've had this open, ever use this.
Okay.
You just flat don't need it.
Okay.
It was installed. This is the heaters upstairs on the wall. I'll show you that.
Okay.
And then it's got two radiant heaters, and the office has its own heater up above where we stand in the office. It's got its separate heater plus the air conditioner outside. These have the two radiant heaters. This heater is for, it's mounted upstairs, and the car wash has its own heater, and the back room has its own heater, which
Okay.
I'll show you next.
Okay.
Okay?
Okie doke. Let's head on up.
Yeah.
Very informative.
Yeah, so you know, it's a little more, and I know if a guy like, kind of like what you said, gee, all of a sudden, wow, the price, well, it's him, I guarantee you.
It's definitely worth it, man. Jeez, there's a lot more to it than I thought.
Yes, once people get into here, they realize, oh, this is a little different,
Yeah.
okay?
Oh,
Well, this is kind of the back storage area.
Yeah, okay.
Another desk. The only thing that doesn't go is this. My dog, that was another thing that the guy relieved me of my own monitor and stuff. He took the monitor, and so my daughter says, here, I got one, Dad, you can put out there. So that will go. Everything else stays. Desk stays, everything.
Okay.
That would go.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
And here's just some storage, you know, racks and stuff
Oh, yeah.
for your guys or whatever. This is the softener for the car wash.
Okay.
You just add your pellets to that. Keep that filled. That's good. And then all your soap controls and stuff is all in here. This is for the car wash right here.
Okay.
The air compressor is used not only for the car wash and the doors out there, but it's also used for pumping the fluids into the cars. And
Okay,
stuff,
okay.
So it's kind of a joint.
Some storage
Whatever's,
space over
there'll
there.
be, if you decide to take it, there'll be a couple of minor things. Minor, I mean that, but it's all spelled out, what's yours.
Okay.
These are some parts that would not be included. In
Okay.
fact, this is my sister's, mine's in a bunch of storage, so I've used her wheeler, snow shovel, a couple of little items like that.
Okay.
Everything else stays. as it
Okay,
is.
what's this here?
That's a track air oven. I used to run a A&W restaurants years and years back, but that's not on there either.
Okay.
It's just a couple of little items. as I
Storage.
say. But all the storage rack is part of the sale. Everything you're seeing, everything here is in the sale.
Okay.
Oh, here's its own heater
Oh,
back
yeah,
here.
okay.
That's for this room.
This room here.
There's a thermostat for that.
Okay.
Okay? Wow. Yeah, it's a little more involved than you.
You
believe.
can't tell this from
It's
looking
a
at it
little shop,
outside.
But I guarantee you it's priced very good.
Okay, I do. I know exactly what you mean.
Okay, and then you got the car wash here. And this is open at all times, you know.
Okay.
So it kind of runs through. That's the car wash is used. It's got a couple items now, and the fellows that I just told you I tended to, he was my guide. He was my right arm man taking care of the car wash.
Did he keep it repaired and stuff?
He did all the stuff.
Oh,
It was horrible.
I was wondering about
Horrible.
that. I was like, that's the guy that you need. The guy that knows how to keep this thing
yeah.
going.
And he was fantastic.
Oh man, I'm
Fantastic.
sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah. But anyway, that's what happens. So now I
Okay,
got to
people
get.
just pull up.
Yeah, they put it gives a code, a little code. They get either the pump dispenser pumps a code, and I can say the code. And as they drive in here, they punch the code into the car box, into the code box right there.
Okay.
And then if it's winter time, it opens the doors and then closes them. And it's on a thermostatic, so it's above 50 degrees now, right there.
Okay.
But once it gets below 50 degrees, then it automatically closes.
Good, so nothing freezes up in here.
And it's got its own radiant heater up here.
Okay,
And
yeah.
that's controlled by over the control behind you there.
Okay.
Now, on this, let me tell you one other thing. If you've made some electrician, I had some other idiot come by, and I have no idea why. That pole light and this pole light, the lights are not working now.
Oh.
Why? I have no idea. That light over there, you can't hardly see it. It's right behind that tree.
Mm-hmm.
But he come along, and I could show you, walk around, and they actually opened up and cut the wires.
Oh man.
I thought, what idiots, they did that. And I haven't messed with it because of the place was closed.
Right.
So that would, electrician, you say, okay, well, that wire probably goes from there to there and there to there.
Yeah.
So it has to be reconnected somehow. But a guy, more brains than I do, to figure out electrical and say, here, hook it back up. So right now, these, if you came out at night, these would be both dark,
Okay.
okay?
Okay. And you do want those to be lit up at night,
Absolutely.
just to
Yeah.
keep people that aren't so
Yeah,
you know
that's right.
honest from coming back and just driving
Fully
up,
agree
stealing
with
stuff. Yeah.
So anyway, I'm just telling you the things that would
Okay.
have to be repaired.
Okay.
The car wash, I would
And
go
this doesn't
through.
need no regular maintenance because it's just
No,
rocks
it's all
and-
rock.
Yeah.
The last guy, I had the trees down. He decided he wanted to show more of them, and these stakes were hidden. I just had him put a little four-wheel drive truck or something, jerk them out of
Yeah.
there, hit them with a sledge, and
Yeah.
knock them and take them out. But he wanted those trimmed off, so he cut those off. So
Okay.
that's why they're kind of, to me, it's butchered.
Yeah.
But
It's a Colorado
it's
palm
trimmed.
tree.
It's true. He decided he wanted them to where he could see from over here. So
Okay. Yeah.
that's his choice. Now this has a camera up here, but again, it's not hooked to anything.
Right.
It's an outdoor camera. Right
Okay.
there. but it's not hooked to anything now, as I told you.
Okay.
But it can be if somebody comes out with a master control or something, a camera, and say, here, I want the cameras hooked up or add more or whatever.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay?
Okay, what's it like with our neighbors back there? Is that far enough back to where they don't get to hear any noise?
Oh, no,
They're-
no, those two homes have been there prior to me building this.
Okay.
There's only two homes, the one that I told you about, the other
Guy with the
gentleman,
plow.
and this one here.
Okay, okay.
And this guy, I think, has only been back there a year and a half or so. I don't even know who he is.
Okay.
Okay.
Very nice, man.
But it's
You did a good job with this
It's
place.
nice. This
Yeah.
is a little rough in here. Guy needs to come in and wire brush it off if he wanted to, and touch it
Yeah.
up a little.
That's just from the water from the car wash.
It's rough in here in the wintertime
Oh,
because it's closed and it's steam, it's moist. And it's,
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's a rough
Eats up
atmosphere.
some paint.
Yeah, it's a rough atmosphere for a car wash.
Yes.
Well, anyway, that's kind of the site.
Wow.
You have now viewed it.
Yes. I have been educated on this place, man.
But I think
I wish I had $670 cash right now. I tell you, I would. That dude wouldn't have a chance to come back and get it. I ain't lying, man.
a lot of, I think I told you in my deal as well that my wife and I would carry back in a second position up to, we would prefer not to, but if the guy wanted to go to the bank and get his first on it, we do have a current appraisal.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, the compressor kicks on.
Yeah. So, yeah, so,
I would carry back that, I would prefer not to, but if the guy needed that to accomplish his mower or something, I would do that.
yeah,
Carry back for 150 in the second position, let the bank have the first, and then whatever you would need yourself, and I can give you a rough layout. In fact, when we walk back out to the car, I'll kind of show you what I've halfway proposed to the other gentleman
okay,
as well.
okay,
So I'm basically saying 670 we would sell it for. That includes everything as you see it. And the equipment I would not warrant because it is used equipment.
Right.
Obviously, you know that up front.
yes,
That includes the car wash, everything you've seen, everything in here, everything in the pit downstairs, everything as it is. These cabinets would be left, and what it was, basically on the art or on the lube stuff, you would type in their license plate number. They pulled in. You type in their license number if they're a past customer, and you type in the type of car, and it tells you how many quarts of oil that car has, what its capacity is, liquid capacity. It tells you. This guy, the last one I know, he also stole the main computer,
oh man,
which was up in the front. So once you get through here or that one there doing the same thing, if you've got a couple of cars in there, then once this guy gets through, he sends it to the front cashier, and then the cashier checked them out from there.
okay, okay, okay,
But that you would have to replace the computer if you chose to use the system.
right,
Okay.
okay. But that information was all on that computer that he stole, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, you would just start a new one because every year you have to get upgraded to the new models that come out
Right.
anyway.
Okay.
So it's something that's kind of an ongoing thing. Anyway.
Okay, I
Okay.
see what you mean. I thought it was something like all data, that when you punch it, it just
Well, I
has
think-
all the information for that, the capacities for that vehicle.
Yeah, all data, I believe, I've never used this is ISI, and they're out of Portland area, but I believe all data is the same one this other gentleman, he says, I won't even use this, he says, I'm gonna use all data.
Oh, okay,
That's where I think that's the name of the stuff that he used.
okay.
So you mentioned that again, that's funny, because I've never,
There would be a way to hook up a remote control for the doors, right?
I assume so.
I mean, you know, if
I've never had it.
I don't know if you could do it by a sensor, or by just a remote control unit
I'm
itself.
sure there's a way, I
Yeah.
don't know, but they're all automatic doors. I'm sure that can be done.
Oh, yeah.
They aren't remote control now, they are electronic doors.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right?
Okay. Well, how much do I need to get in here, man?
Well,
I'm gonna go hit the bank tomorrow.
It's do you have somebody lined up to assist
Well,
you
I'm
now?
gonna go for a small business loan here, pretty quick.
Okay.
And I found out who to contact and where to do it at, and my bank actually provides them. So I want to shoot them
Are
with.
they a premier lender with SBA, do you know?
Yeah, I know that they have a SBA specialist in their
Okay.
credit union.
Just a little, because I've done a lot of those loans too, and we have assisted people in the past getting a loan. With the SBA, they have what they call a designation. It's a premier lender, meaning if your bank, XYZ Bank, whichever, ask them if they're a premier lender and if premier SBA lender, and if in fact yes, then they approve the loans in-house with themselves.
Okay.
They do not have to go through SBA, or if they're not a premier SBA lender, then they take all your information and then they ship it off to Washington or wherever, and then SBA approves the loan.
Okay.
So meaning it's much faster if you can find a premier SBA lender in town. And
Okay.
they are there.
Okay.
Just by,
And it doesn't, even though I asked if there's an SBA specialist in there, they said yes. That doesn't mean it's a premier lender?
that's correct.
Okay,
But
okay.
most times that's probably the case.
Okay.
So if it is, Raphael, then it would just speed up the processes. Because I helped this gentleman get his loan next door and he went SBA. And it was like 4 or 5 months, literally.
Oh my goodness.
It's like nightmarishly slow.
Yeah, okay.
So it's
best to find a
long
premier
time.
lender.
Premier lender,
Okay.
and then they do it. But if you need some assistance that way, I could probably steer you to somebody. But
Okay.
obviously, they're going to want some cash up front for you too.
Yes, they're gonna make sure, they want to make sure that you're not just flying by night and you're gonna do the best you can to get everything paid back. Are we done in here for now?
It's up to you. If you
I've seen quite
Okay.
a bit and I'm definitely impressed, man.
well, it's a very, very nice place. Nice
is.
location. Let me make sure I got this place locked up.
Okay,
I'm heading off to Evergreen here momentarily, meeting everybody. In fact, we're going up and talk to a lender up there. It's a hard money lender. A guy bought a home on a tax sale, and he's going to go up there. And hard money is very, very expensive, though.
okay.
So it's not. I don't know if you're familiar with the terminology, but
Oh,
hard money
No.
is very expensive.
okay. I'll take your word for it.
SBA, it's like they'll lend you money 12 to 15%, but it's usually short term. But if you need it real fast, it's there.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I'll get your name and everything. I don't have a card. I'll write my name and everything down. Although if you go into the website, it's got my name. And if you go into the Colorado USA Property, you can also review some pictures that's in there.
I have to
I've
get
got
to
a
that
s-
slideshow.
Yeah,
Because
it's
all
right
I got
up
was one picture and it was really small.
Okay.
So I need to get in there a little further.
Yeah, well, it's just right in the top. It'll say slideshow. Click on that, and then it'll say which slideshow you want, and you want this business, and it's got about 12 pictures.
Okay.
Entrance to the car wash, the building itself, inside the office, that type of thing.
Okay. I'll be sure to look that up.
But
Golly.
I'm trying to think of how we could make it any faster for you, because as I say,
Well, I'm going to talk to him tomorrow because I also, buy a bunch of cars and fix them and flip them because I always
is that right?
make sure that they run perfect for whoever's going to get them
Oh,
next
good.
because I have the ability to. So that's
well,
kind of why I do that.
That's
and,
great.
And I need room to do that too and this would definitely do that. Give me ample room to park stuff while it's being,
Right.
sold or whatever or
Well, you
fixed.
probably should keep in mind if you're going to do a little business plan on that. Let me see if I've got someplace in all my junk I've been messing with. I have another guy I forgot to tell you about this other guy that's looking at it now, but he hasn't kind of resurfaced here. He wants to put up I don't know if you've heard of tiny homes. Tiny homes, small homes, tiny homes. He wanted to build them out here and display them.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like 150 square foot up to 500 square foot. You put them on a trailer and
Oh,
go
how
camping
cute.
with-
Yeah. Oh, I think I have seen those somewhere. Yeah.
I was
No,
looking
this
for one
is-
document that I might be able to.
No, this here is oh yeah, what I was gonna say is I got this car pending that I'm getting ready to get now, and I already have another one that I'm getting ready to sell because I just finished it up yesterday. And I'm just working out of a little garage, and it's like limited space over there.
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
pull something out just to pull something in to work on it.
I see.
And so I have to go tomorrow to get a cashier's check for this car.
Oh, okay.
So when I go there, I got 3 things to do. I got to tell them this cashier's checks for this car, and then I want to talk to SBA people. Give me somebody I can talk to about what I can get for a loan.
Right.
And then I want my debit card dropped back down to where if I ever use it online, it won't kick my butt.
Right. I understand.
So
I understand.
I will see the bank tomorrow. That's what I was getting the point.
Oh, there it is. I just found it. I thought it was in here. I'm going to give you this copy. This is the other. Oh, by the way, if you go into the website, here's the website.
Yeah, this is the one I clicked on.
Yeah,
I
you click in
right
there.
into there. I'm
Once you
reading
click
more.
on there, then if you go into that, it'll say slideshow.
Oh,
And then you could. These are past properties we've had, but that's the only active one now.
Okay.
Okay. But here's some more stuff that I've got on that. But as I say, if you get to the price, I can show you. I don't have it with me because this is my son-in-law's truck, as I said.
Okay.
Otherwise, I could show you. So I'm going to give you this, and you just proposed sell. I've halfway through. The price sell $620. All fixtures, including the car wash itself and all related equipment, sold as is. It's used. I want to make sure I clarify that. So the total sale is $670. That's what it points to consider. I, the owner, would carry a maximum in a second position of $150. Maximum of 1 year, rate at 6% per annum, interest only if desired or fully amortized would be your choice, Raphael.
Okay.
New loan from the bank, then maybe $520. Probable minimum down on that amount at 15% would be $78. I'm just throwing some rough. New actual loan then would be $442, which would equal to the loan to value to the bank at 72%. Okay. Approximate monthly payments at 6% at 20 years, which SBA rates are running right there now.
Okay.
I would also carry it at 6%, which is SBA rate, which is very good.
Okay.
That's as good as you're going to get.
Yeah, that's low.
So that's 32 roughly on that, and your approximate monthly payment to me for the year. Then you would have to either refinance or do it. Site is basically approved to add to U-Haul, which I've explained to you. Maybe the new owner could add more mechanical service.
Oh, yeah.
Which you're going to do the other.
Yes.
As well as for extra. New owner would be responsible with the City of Aurora for any additional services offered on the site, such as the U-Haul and any additional mechanics for proper zoning. So I try and let everybody know whatever
Straight
you
up
do, you
what's
gotta make
going
sure it's
on.
okay because
Yeah.
it's Zone B1 in the city and it has been. My wife and, as I say, bought it a while back. I'll give you that.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I thank you for coming out. Why don't you
pleasure.
do me the favor of writing your name and stuff down?